Hello, this is my another video, and in this video I'll show you this real good robot vacuum. This is another robot from Yeedi. You have previously seen on my channel the Yeedi Vac Max, which I really enjoyed. It was my daily vacuum for a few weeks, and I must say it was a real good robot vacuum, and for its price range it's just perfect. This is an upgraded version, the Yeedi Vac 2 Pro, and this is even better. It's slightly more expensive, but I think it's worth the upgrade because of two things. The first thing is probably the scanner for the front, which is basically an obstacle avoidance sensor, which I'll show you later. And also the second system is this. I'll remove this and put in this pass.
Returning to the station.
And I'll put this in this module, and this thing is a mapping module, but not just a but this is not just some kind of like dragging map. This thing basically vibrates or pulses on your floor, and it cleans darn good. So I think this is one of the first systems that you should really buy, because this thing cleans real good. It's way better than just a mop being dragged around the floor like most robot vacuum combos today. And well, this is really interesting. I'll not be testing this much in this video, but I'll be definitely doing more videos about this system. Let's put in back this vacuuming piece and let's get on the robot. Okay, so let's take a look on the robot. Yeedi Vac 2 Pro is a V-Slam navigation robot vacuum. As you can see, it has one big camera in here. It does not have any floor scanners, so it only uses one camera. It has a this should be something like a carpet detection sensor or something. Anyway, this thing should have a battery with around 5200 mAh, lithium ion of course, which is a lot, and it should last for around 220 minutes in the lowest session setting, which is, well, a lot. On the maximum setting it will of course decrease, but it will still last like a pretty long time. I'm quite sure it will last for at least an hour and a half on the max power. This thing has a 3000 PA suction power, which is, well, pretty normal for today's robot vacuums, but it shows its performance even on hard floors and carpets. This thing cleans real good with in combination with its real nicely designed brush, which avoids tangles quite well too. This thing cleans like quite nicely. Another feature is the 3D obstacle avoidance, which uses a DTOF sensor. You can see it right inside that window. This sensor is today quite often used in robotics. My favorite four-legged robot Spot uses it also too. And imagine this is that's a $100,000 robot. This is just like around $300 robot vacuum, but it still uses this kind of technology. That's kind of cool, you know. And not only robot vacuums and robot ducks uses this sensor. This sensor is popular even in mobile phones today, or some kind of other technology like some drones maybe, and many more. So this thing uses kind of cool technology. And also the DTOF sensor is also equipped with two laser diodes, which also help the DTOF sensor to find all the things that are around your floor. This thing has quite a huge bin. Well, not that much huge, but it's not small, it's quite big for its size. This also uses a HEPA filter, which I'm not sure if it's washable, but maybe it is, but I wouldn't try it. This thing also has a self-emptying, but you have to buy the self-emptying docking station separately. Right here you can also see a little brush, the little cleaning brush, and also little sharp tool to remove some hair from the main brush. When we flip the robot over, we can see quite big wheels, which are really good at going over some obstacles. This thing is a climber. It climbs my quite huge doorstep like no problem. Roombas have got a pretty big problem with that doorstep sometimes, and this thing goes over it like nothing. Then we have got two small charging contacts. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 stair recognition sensors, or basically the glyph sensors, which is a good. Most robots have got only 4 of them or less. This one has 6, which is nice to see. One side brush we don't need to, but I see there is some space, and I think maybe few models in future will have a second brush too, but we'll see. Anyway, one brush is enough, we don't really need 2, or 2 is enough. The general build quality of the entire robot, I must say, it's pretty darn good, like any other Yeedi robot or even the Yeedi Vac Max I've previously shown you. Everything is like built tough, nothing is like shaking or like rattling inside. Wheels are quite high quality. I think this is a nice quality rubber. You can also see you can kind of push on it. I'm not really sure if you can see it, but this is like real soft, so I bet this will not damage any floors. And well, it's just nicely made robot. I also wanted to mention that this sensor right here is a carpet detection sensor, and when you are using the mapping module, it should avoid carpets, so you don't have to put a no-go zones over the carpets. Anyway, in the app there are a special no-go zones if you have got some like floor that shouldn't be mapped because of the water. You can also set a special no-go zones in the app only for the mapping mode. In the suction mode only, the robot will normally go there and clean everything, but not in the mapping mode. Speaking of the app, I think we should go and check it out right now. So let's take a look on the app.
So here's the very nice app. You've got your map here where you can set all kinds of no-go zones and some other stuff. You've got your area cleaning, you can set suction power, you can set all kinds of preferences. You've got quite a lot of settings in here. You've got your maintenance tasks, your scheduling, and more, and that's basically it.
So now you know nearly everything about Yeedi, so let's move on some real-life pickup tests. Well, not really real life, this may be a little bit extreme, but we'll see how well Yeedi perform in my environment. I emptied out the dustbin. You can see it's totally empty. There's nothing in it. I also prepared my scale in here, so we'll measure how heavy is the dustbin itself. So it's 197 grams. And now we'll take a look on how heavy is this. 77 grams, 78 maybe, 77. Okay, and later after the test I'll tell you how many % of all the debris Yeedi has got. So let's put this back in and let's move on to the testing. This is empty and we have got dirt everywhere. Perfect. So let's turn on the Yeedi. Yeedi is ready to go cleaning. So let's go to the app. Let's select area. Let's select living room. We'll set to the max power because there's quite a lot of dirt and let's go.
Starting vacuuming. Please clean the dustbin promptly. Starting charging.
Perfect. So the room is nearly spotless. I don't see anything in here, not even under the table, but I see a little bit in here. I'm not sure why I didn't clean this, but other than that it looks perfectly. So let's weigh the bins. Let's not spill anything out. Oh, I can do it like that. We've got 271 grams. So that means we've got 73 grams collected from 77, and that's about 95% of all the debris vacuumed up. So I think that's a really nice result. Yeedi did a great job of picking up some stuff, so this is definitely a good robot vacuum. Its navigation was sometimes a little bit lost, but it always found its way out of some situation. So let's put this back, and I'll also do one little quick test of the obstacle avoidance system. Okay, so I prepared here a Coca-Cola glass, my shoe, a USB-C cable, another cable, and for some reason I just wanted to try a pillow, if it will avoid an entire pillow. I'll be doing more testing of the obstacle avoidance in future videos because I'm really curious how it really works. But I think these are some common items that you can find on home floor normally. Unfortunately, I don't have got a poo in here, so I can try poo, but I've got these items, so well, let's try it. It looks like it sees the pillow. Okay, it doesn't. This is a little fail, but well, whatever. Okay, so it completed the cleaning, and the results are positive. It didn't get stuck in anything. It avoided the shoe completely. It also avoided this cable quite nicely. This
was also an excellent
Please clean the dustbin promptly.
result.
Starting charging.
It completely avoided the glass. For some reason it kicked around the pillow, the biggest object in here. Anyway, it kicked around this cable for some reason, but it didn't get stuck in it, so that's also a better result. But I believe if there would be a poo in here, it would may run in it. I'm not sure, maybe we'll try that in some future videos. But I think the obstacle avoidance works quite nicely. Could be better, but well, for this price range it's really good. So this was it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I do like this robot, I can recommend it. It's a really nice robot vacuum. It cleans real good, even on hard floors, and I've tried it on carpets previously, not in this video, maybe later. I'll make a video about more pickup tests of this robot, but I own this robot for quite a good time right now, and so I tested all the features, and I have to say this is my new favorite, and I'm keeping it as my daily next to my SmartMi. So that will be it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Please charge Roomba.